Would you like to learn how a practicing medical malpractice lawyer in New York who started a second business to teach lawyers how to market themselves using online video, knew absolutely nothing, had zero sales, totally flat sales, until he met a gentleman named Kevin Nations? And I want to share with you how that individual transformed this lawyer's life. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial attorney practicing law here in the state of New York. I'm also the founder of the Lawyers Video Studio. This story is about me, and I want to share something with you. Had I not met Kevin Nations, I would not be on video today telling you about how incredible his process is, telling you what an incredible human being he is, and how generous he is of his knowledge and his expertise. So let me share with you the struggles that I face on a regular basis before I ever learned who Kevin Nations was and what he could do. All right, go back with me a couple of years. I'm a practicing trial attorney in New York handling medical malpractice and accident cases. And over the course of the last few years, I realized how important video was to market myself online. And what I did was I created video to market myself, to teach and educate consumers who were my ideal clients about the process, the litigation process. And after a little while of being so successful doing this for my own practice, I realized that, you know what, I could create a whole business doing this for other lawyers across the country. And that was the birth of the Lawyers Video Studio. The problem was, as a practicing trial attorney, I knew nothing about how to sell anything. I'd never sold anything in my life. So when I created the Lawyers Video Studio, I couldn't figure out how to sell my services. Every lawyer I spoke to, I was having no success whatsoever. I didn't have a single sale. My sales were absolutely flat. And I was getting frustrated. I was angry. I didn't know what to do. Remember, I had no clue on how to sell anything. Nobody had ever taught me, and I never bothered to learn. There's something going on here that I'm not getting it. Now, I had been a participant in mastermind groups in the past, and I just happened to be finishing up a mastermind group when I learned about a program that two gentlemen were teaching. It was called the One Man Millions Group, and it was being taught by Frank Kern and Kevin Nations. And what were they teaching? They were teaching people how to sell big-ticket items. Now, in the Lawyers Video Studio, the services I was offering was a done-for-you program where we actually come into the attorney's office and create 50 videos in a one-day video shoot. And it was ideal. And the more I learned about it, the more I realized I need this information. So I signed up for the course, and this was an 8-week teleseminar mastermind group. And during that course, I have to tell you, I learned for the first time this process called the rapid selling process. And rapid, it's an acronym. It stands for a number of different things. But I'm going to share something with you. After I learned about the rapid system that Kevin Nations taught, and actually took notes the entire time, I have a whole notebook full of notes from that process, and then I began to implement it, I will tell you that within literally days of learning about this program and implementing every single thing that Kevin taught, I made my very first sale. And you know how much that sale was? $20,700 in the course of one phone call that I closed this attorney. And I want to tell you something about this call. I'll never forget it. At the end of the call, the attorney said something remarkable to me. He said, "Gerry, I have to tell you something." He said, "I've been a practicing attorney for many years now, and in my prior life, I was a used car salesman. And the process that you just used to sell me this service was absolutely phenomenal." He said, "In all my years, I'd never heard anybody sell something like this in this fashion." And that was fascinating to me. And that light bulb just went on at that moment, and I realized, oh my goodness, this is phenomenal. This works. And you know what was great about Kevin's system? It didn't involve any selling whatsoever. Now that's where I realized I was going wrong. You see, in the past, what would happen was I'd get on the call with an attorney, and the moment they got on the call, they said, "Listen, I just want to know what you offer, what your program entails, and tell me how much it costs." And immediately, within a minute or two of them asking that question right off the top, I'd start launching into everything about our program. This is what we offer, here are the benefits, here are the features, here's our process of how we work, here's what it costs. And I didn't realize what I was doing. So let me share with you one important tip in Kevin's rapid process that will remarkably help how you sell big-ticket items. And this is fascinating. He said, the longer you get the consumer to talk about what's going on in their life, what problems they're having, the more they're going to recognize how much they need your services to solve their problem. And the moment I heard that, it made perfect sense, but I hadn't been implementing anything like that. Instead, I'd be talking constantly, and by the end of the phone call, the consumer, the attorney, had spoken maybe 5 words. So now when I sell my services, I don't sell them anything. Instead, they're the ones who wind up giving me information about what's going on in their lives, about what's troubling them. And by the time they're done talking, they realize how important this service is to solve their problem. And that's a fascinating thing that I never knew before. So why do I share this information with you? I share it with you to give you an insight and an understanding to what incredible information Kevin Nations can offer to you as somebody who's a business owner, as an entrepreneur who's looking to take your marketing, to take your business from this level all the way up and skyrocket it, because that's exactly what Kevin did for me. So let me give you the before and after. Before, I had absolutely no sales, didn't know how to close a sale, didn't know how to make a sale. From that first sale, my business went from here, skyrocketed straight up. I've now been in business for more than 2 years, and I have to tell you I've had 100 strategy sessions as of this week. I've just reached that milestone. And my conversion ratio is 23%. And the person that I have to thank for that is Kevin Nations. So chances are you're watching this video because you want to learn whether Kevin Nations is right for you, to get you to that next level, to realize that he's got information that you need in order to take your marketing and your business to that next level. I am 100% proof that he is. And I'm really happy to tell you that after that seminar was over, that mastermind group, that 8-week program, he gave us the opportunity to join him in a year-long mastermind group. And I was one of the first people to take advantage of that because it was a no-brainer for me. I realized that he has so much more information. And now I have to tell you, I was really glad that I did. He has transformed the way that I handle my business. He has transformed the way that I make sales and teach people and educate them without any aggravation, without any pressure, without anything that typical salespeople do. And Kevin, I just want to say thank you so much.